Where is the portal to Niflheim? We're just going to yell at them from
Okay, there's a
across
bunch
the
of
way.
giants that come, like, lurching out of the building, like, what? Spirit! He's the same guy that that lost his cold skin. Spirits!
Where is portal to Niflheim?
The woman! The consort of Gadglod! She made the pond frozen! Look down!
Okay. I will go look down.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I will perceive down the pond. $26.
Okay, so just ignore that 8 part.
I've been trying really hard to ignore that 8 part.
Yep.
Where do you want to go? I want to follow this 2B to the 8.
But you do see that there are steps that lead down from the Temple of Thrym, kind of above the 8. And with the 26, you actually see that there might be some sort of underwater cave. Like, you might be able to swim to this place as well. But you see that there are steps that are more solid than what looks like the slushy ice that has kind of filled in the steps that lead down towards the down towards a dais with purple sigils on it.
Okay. How is the dais with purple sigils connected to the iceberg?
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, we get
Okay.
to from the bottom.
So the iceberg is kind of like a cone, and then there's just a bowl that's at the top of it. Like this hole doesn't go out to the sea. It's just it's like a little lake.
Right.
Or part of it
and
does,
it's-
or like part near the surface, but
It's all ice down there?
it's all. It looks like something has frozen the entirety of it closed.
Let's start excavating.
It would be easy to do if you were huge fire elementals.
Air's good because we can fly around, but fire might do a thing. But I'm going to start excavating.
Okay. Give me
What time is it?
Give me your disguise checks to see if well, you fooled one guy in your forms. They might start to see telltale signs of.
Hey, isn't that the guy who beat our ass yesterday?
Right.
Oh, who, me? Oh, yeah. Woo! So, yeah, the disguise, you say. Polymorph spells give you a +10 or +20 on a check. Give me a second. I'm just, magic, transmutation, polymorph, +10. Alright, so, 17. I'm an air elemental.
There's some hollering from across the lodges. It looks like they've kind of broken up into little giant factions. There are some factions that have boats while others don't. It looks like they've been trying to figure out what to do next. Maybe half the or maybe a third of the population remains on the iceberg, but it's still significant. 17 on your disguise check. What about Altagar?
Just a second.
And Skolvi.
30 for Skolvy.
Nice. Okay, so Skolvi's
She
not
is a
talking.
leaf on the wind.
Yeah.
Bow, wow, wow, wow.
Sorry. There we go. Altagar. 27.
Okay, when you start pounding towards the ice, like the giant that spoke to you, Great Spirit, what are you doing? The way is shut.
The way will soon be open.
Okay. Then you start to get hollers. Atronach! Intruders! Intruders!
Nope, nope, nope. Lemmy's not doing this. Lemmy's gonna teleport unless you dumbasses get out of there.
mean they're intruders? They're great spirits! And there's some arguing across the, like they're bellowing across the hall. You do manage to pound a little bit more ice, but they're yelling, and now boulders are being thrown at each other and at you.
Well, this isn't good because my AC is complete dog doo-doo in freaking air elemental form.
Get out of here! One of them yells, and how dare you strike the spirit? And there's boulders just being tossed all over the place.
All right,
We're about.
why did you have to get yourself cursed, Lemmy?
We're about 6 seconds away from rolling for initiative.
Yeah, no, we're flying away. Flying away. I want to take her portal away. I want to fly away with her portal. That's what I want.
Okay.
Where the hell are you guys going? Hey, I'm over here, you morons!
Where are you?
I'm as they're flying away. I was back here
see.
by the temple.
Okay. Yep.
Here, I'm over here.
You lead them to their snowball fight, which is actually they're trading giant boulders, and then young giants are running outside to collect the boulders, like they're the guy in the golf the golf ball picker upper on the driving range.
Hot on their head.
Yeah, running out, grabbing boulders, bringing them back so they can toss them across the lake.
So
Damn it.
quick, everyone just touch Danekinder.
You've successfully changed the leadership and the balance that was at Krigvind. So, if there's anything that you want to
Inadvertently.
no,
We very advertently did it, but we were like, we thought we put somebody much less ookie dookie in charge, and
Wrong.
she just buggered off. Like day one, she's like, screw it.
you guys didn't come back. You said we'll be right back.
I blame you. I blame you, Lemmy.
Hey, screw you, man. I blame my greed.
You left a teenager in charge of evil Viking culture.
Yep.
Oh well.
That's all right.
She ran off on a train. Okay, we turn into medium creatures and we teleport to Dvergholm, medium earth elementals. Yep. And then when we get to Dvergholm, I dismiss
Are you
it.
doing this on the edge of the
Oh, we get away. We get away. Woo! We still have what we. I recast Water Walk,
Okay.
so we land on the water,
That
we turn
makes
into
more
earth
sense.
elementals, and then we go.
And you can teleport 4 medium creatures because you're 12th level.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you
That's a best mythic power.
you return to Dvergholm.
Help me, Lokrik!
Oh, Crick, we need an adult.
Help me!
We need an adult.
Oh, you guys are funny.
All right. Okay, so we arrive. Lemmy's still invisible.
I want to tip their iceberg. I want to do something. I want to reset. I want to go back to the save game.
Save.
You're like, that's not how I wanted it to turn
Load
out.
save game.
That's hilarious.
Load game 49.
Okay, so you teleport to Dvergholm. You appear in the
The stones.
near
Stone,
the teleportation stones.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, Dvergholm is. They're putting finishing touches on a lot of the buildings. Apparently, King Lokrik has posted guards now at the stones. You are confronted by a priest of Moradin when you arrive, and he's flanked by two guards.
As soon as we arrive, I dismiss it. So we appear as who we are.
Okay. He doesn't cast a spell on you, although it looked like he was ready to cast something on you.
I'm invisible.
Hi.
You dismiss the wild shape.
Yeah,
So they stare at you, pointing their pikes in your general direction. And he was about to cast a spell, and then he eases up when he recognizes you. Oh, Ukher, Altagar.
Where's the king?
He should be on his You should be in the Undercity.
Thanks.
That's where we go then.
Is there anything that we should know?
What kind of clothes are they wearing?
2 of them are wearing full plate with sigils of Dvergholm on their tunics, and the priest is wearing chain mail. He's got a heavy steel shield, and he has a tunic with probably something is the symbol of Morden on it.
Probably want thicker tunic. Walk past him.
Okay.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Lemmy's. I'm gonna undo the.
One of the guards is trying to clean his ear because he thought he heard something.
Lemmy's gonna undo his dismiss the invisibility while they're walking towards the gate.
Okay.
I don't.
There's sawing and chiseling and hammering going on, and
Yeah.
you hear something complaining. Oh, it's off. It's still cold for this time of year.
Oh,
Shit.
oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, Craig.
Yeah, you go and find Lokrik. Lokrik is, let's see. He is training with some of the Axe Guard. He's actually showing them a thing or two. You know, when you're a 12th level fighter.
Yeah.
He's training with 4 Axe Guard, kind of in the main chamber. It's not too hard to find him, and one of his buddies is there with him. The one that got turned into a pig.
Didn't we undo that?
Our leadhead. Yeah, you undid it, but
Yeah. He still squeaks once in a while.
he's still during the very short reign of his cousin Lodrum. Graftenar spent the time very close to Lodrum as a pig. Oh no! Raise high when you go into the middle, not low. That way, the earth can still pull you down. Yes, my king. There are a couple of them that are battling. You guys come in. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. Like, it's impressive to see middling level warriors training.
Okay. Altagar walks up to Lokrik and bends to one knee.
At first, Lokrik didn't see you because his
Bad eye?
yeah, you kind of approached him as bad eye, but what are you doing on the ground? Rise, my friend.
He rises.
Oh, carry on. Carry on, is what he says. I'm my king.
We found the thing for Ezzy.
Good.
You missed an amazing fight.
Yeah, there's a lot to tell you, Lokrik.
There are some things that I've learned too. There are some things that are transpiring in the south.
Can't we
There
ever
are
get to
things
rest?
transpiring in the north.
There's things transpiring on Yig as well.
Okay.
I've also spoken to some of your druids.
Oh, there's things also transpiring on the edge of reality. Just FYI.
We dismissed that because it's you that said it. Like, yeah, sure, whatever, Altagar.
Sounds like is this a whiskey discussion? Says the king.
Oh, yes.
No,
Yeah.
no drinks,
Yes.
drinks.
No, it's a whiskey discussion.
Lokrik, I've been cursed. I need to stay away from any violence.
He looks.
What kind of drinking do you do?
Maybe we should adjourn to quieter chambers then. I know where I've got some whiskey stashed. Says Lokrik.
You don't want to see me get hungry.
And a short while later, you guys are in his
Are we in
private
the
steam
bathroom?
room. Yeah, he brings you. You guys are in the steam room. The Dinkinder is tended to, and Skolvie isn't invited, but give the wolf a haunch of meat, and bring Dinkinder to the royal stables. I'm my liege. Lokrik finds a bottle in the gargoyle privy. He actually reaches inside the mouth of one of the gargoyles and right where I left you last. He looks, he only has one cup. He puts the cup back and then just raises the bottle and he takes a swig and passes it to Altagar.
Altagar takes what for him is a little sip.
And you soon find you guys kind of sitting in the steam room, sharing a bottle. It's a little crazy there with Altagar, but that's fine.
Lemmy will take a couple of sips.
Okay.
So, diplomacy with Frost Giant, very difficult. They keep trying to kill you, and then you kill them, and then everybody ends up dead.
Like,
They have a Jarl that's obsessed with hunting whales.
they had a Jarl that was obsessed with hunting whales.
He had a very large boat.
Well, the problem is, Jarl had a queen who was kind of a bitch.
Had a queen.
Had a queen. He had a daughter too.
So
they had a priest, they had war chiefs, and they had a village.
Here's a situation. They saw Ukher's strength when they challenged us. Ukher displayed his strength and they backed off. But then they decided that it would be a good idea to drink our blood to get our strength, or Ukher's to be more precise. And that's when things went to shit. And the queen and the princess are dead.
Let's be absolutely clear. When they challenged us, I mean, all of them challenged us.
Right. The entire iceberg of frost giants, and then
he slightly smiles at that, but then he tries to hide the smile beneath his.
I know I'm supposed to be serious right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Serious business.
So one of the lasses there, she seemed level-headed, so we gave her the mantle of queen.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, but okay.
It's a matter of opinion. We were kind of guarding her, and the next morning we went to find the king, for the Jarl. We did. We fought. Gods watched.
Nom got very mad at me for
We found the Leviathan.
something, but Odin was also kind of mad at me.
Like you could see them. Yeah.
We all fought very valiantly and succeeded in that fight. We found the Leviathan. We found Odin's soldier.
Bard's last breath, and Odin's old man in Whale.
And yours truly succumbed to
He's
his
a greedy
greed.
little gnome. Who's a greedy little gnome? You're a greedy little gnome.
And I have some cursed items on me.
Is that why you're
said don't
carrying
take
the
'em.
axe in the steam room?
I don't. This thing is very dangerous.
Lemmy-O's wearing robes. He's got his axe strapped to his side.
He's
can't
giving
let
me
go.
permission to knock him out if he pulls it out.
If I grab this axe and yell as if I'm in rage, because I will be,
We're supposed to wait
knock
for him
me
to
out.
yell. I didn't know that part.
knock me out.
Oh, he'll be yelling.
I cannot
alright.
control myself. I cannot tell friend or foe. Everything around me must die, and then I will be satisfied. Do you understand?
Okay.
That's why these two can never actually. None of you can ever touch this axe.
So keep him away from irritating children.
Oh no,
Right.
yeah, this is good.
That is one item. I don't know what the other two do. I need you to take a look at them.
Dvergholm has always ignored and stayed out of the way of the frost giants. Under the rulership of the Jarl.
There's more that happened. There's more that happened, Lookwork. The young lass that we left there, she was the granddaughter of one of the... I don't remember her name.
You know the man in ice up there in Big Ice Cube, evil lich guy in Frost?
Krigvind, yes.
That's
his
his
wife
consort.
Came through portal.
Yeah, she also undead, and she can tell them crazy spirit things we're all afraid of. She can tell them what to do.
I think she's the one that's...
We barely stood against one of them.
Yeah, oh, by the way, guys, she's planning on pulling a husband out very shortly.
How short is short?
Well, you know what? She didn't get into specifics with
we
me
need
so
help.
much as
We need so much
dismiss me
help.
as an
Why
insect.
were you all the way over there?
Well, you know, I was camping on
I asked
the Eye
him.
of
I
an
told him to go
Arm.
west. I asked him to go west.
Wait,
I have no idea why he went
Krigvind
north.
rises? Krigvind is an entity that rivaled the power of Thrym, and it took Thrym to put him down.
Yeah, well, she plans on bringing him back.
I'm going to do a sending to the wizard.
Thrym wasn't watching when we were fighting. It was Odin and Anam.
No, it wasn't an Arm. It was Art Greer.
Water guy. He doesn't
Yes.
like me. Maybe it's because I get his name wrong all the time.
Anam is the giant guy.
Yeah. No. Who was the Ukher?
So what should I expect on Dvergholm's step next?
There's probably 30 or so. It's 30 or 40 maybe.
Very
There's
very
probably-
long winter. That's what I would expect.
There's 30 or 40 giants, frost giants on the iceberg, and the thing that we know for sure is that there's an open portal to Niflheim. It's inside of
a
it.
portal that can open to Niflheim every week or 2 week, something like that.
And it's in the center of a frozen iceberg. We tried to, well, they tried to get to it. I told them to get out because I cannot enter battle. I cannot enter battle at all, Lokrik.
We should
So-
sink their iceberg.
Now we're not fighting an army of hill giants, because the way to Yggdrasil's shut, we should expect to fight an army of frost giants. That
We
is
need to
worse
take away their
news.
portal.
We can
That
take the portal.
is in ice. It is not that big.
We can get to it. I need to get rid of this axe. These items, all of them, if possible. I don't know. I can try, but I need you to tell me more about them if you can. Don't touch them. Just look at them.
I also have news. It appears that the menfolk of the south have now picked fights amongst each other, bloodied each other's noses, and there's talk of war come spring.
With themselves.
Yep, he nods.
Oh,
Who is...
It's hard to tell, but given the mind of the High King, his power may be slipping.
If you need to go and it's not in our place really. We don't have time for that. If anything, we need to get the men, the king's forces to do something. We've got to deal with other problems. Also on Yig, on the third branch, the burning branch, there are fire giants, and I saw the king.
Who?
I know how to deal with the giants.
The fire giants. This one was larger. He was much larger than the other ones.
I know how to deal with the giants. We just have to find Grinseldic or the Conch, and then we find.
What is conch?
Well, it's a shell you find at the bottom of the ocean.
Same thing that you need to open one of the gates at for Acropolis. There are two other gates.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Well, you've never been there.
taken me there yet. Because I am
well,
not your friend. You
there's no
Yeah, they keep on making reference to this mystical place.
But we're not able to go inside. That's the problem. So there are two other gates. One of them requires the conch, and I believe that one takes you to some observatory.
This one takes you to the court of King Hekaton. He was the one who kept the ordning going.
How long does it take to be king?
The king of all giants?
Yeah, he's missing. He was taken by a monster.
What kind of giant was he?
He was like, probably...
Green one. Big one.
Yeah.
I think he's a storm giant. Some greater race of storm giants, perhaps even descended from titans. In his younger years, he shook worlds when he went to war. He was also a peacemaker.
That's the guy, yeah. Now with him missing, the other chiefs, they're all jockeying for position. You bring him back, and he puts everyone back in that place. So your frost giants stay in Niflheim, your fire giants go home, your hill giants go home.
All right, that's a very good plan. But we're still behind.
He gets a
Lokrik, I understand.
on his knowledge hackathon.
Lokrik, I
plus
understand.
22 knowledge and ability. So
No, Lokrik, I understand that you've got to stay here for home. It leaves only 3 of us. There's nothing we can do against all this, not on our own.
We'll get
King
your
Hekaton
bottle.
sat upon a chair called the Dragon Skull Throne. It represented giants' victories over that of dragonkind. He respected the ordering, and he kept many of the lesser giants from rising up amongst him. He had a wife and daughters. Lokrik is now reaching the edge of his knowledge.
Lokrik. Can you put magic on mailing?
Yes?
Are you freaking kidding me? You're gonna carry that thing around? Oh, by the way, here's your giant mace.
You probably didn't drag it into the steam room, but you did notice that he was dragging around this huge mace.
That's very nice.
Lokrik, let me check his spells. He does not have Remove Curse.
I do. But
Why are you in here covered in curse if you can remove curse?
I need to understand more about it. I need to learn more before I start doing stupid things again.
We have a chamber full of cursed things.
So
I'd love to leave him there.
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm sure with your magics you can encase it in stone quite easily, so that no one can accidentally pick it up. Well, aside from Ukher, but...
I can help you put it in there too.
No, you never touch this thing. Ever. None of you. None of you. You all want my axe, don't you? He picks up the axe.
Lemmy, I hate to say it,
Just
but
kidding.
I think you should spend
Touch the
some
head.
time in Ukher's chamber until we get this curse removed.
I told you.
Speaking of the chamber, we could share a spot in the chamber.
Oh. And he thinks for a moment, oh, it is that time of the month.
Yeah,
I just need to think happy thoughts. I just
you know
need
how
to
we were
lay
talking
down.
about making a journal about how long it has been since we last had the problem?
I shall
We had
sequester a portion of the underhome. I'll have no one approach you. You are able to feed and entertain yourself, Lemmy.
Nice.
He'll be eating summon food and masturbating.
Lokrik smiles a little bit like this is going to be some little petty revenge against some slight of some noble that he's had to deal with now that he's been home more. So...
Yeah, he's going to kick him out of the... Let me know owns your house.
While I do relish... While my axe arm does twitch every time you mention battles against giants, I hope that this war does not bring more death and destruction at the doorstep of Dvergheim. The frost giant Jarl that you slew was more concerned with fighting whales than he was raiding.
He was trying to slay baby god.
This consort of Cadglod, she was shrouded in darkness, and it was her magic that drew Cadglod to her. Not any love, but power.
How long does it take to be king?
Of what?
Very valid
Humans
question.
need a new king. This king is broken.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. They got no heir, so you take out the king, and next thing you know, you're gonna have a civil war. The nobility tear
What
each other apart
happens
trying to
if
decide.
you show your strength to all the challenger before king gets to...
It's not that simple. Yeah, you're strong, but if you don't have an army, that's nothing.
Don't need army. I have Altagar.
That is true.
The two
You
of
do
you
have
can't
an
be everywhere at once.
You didn't see us on that boat.
Yeah, how did that boat break?
Yeah,
your
Lemmy,
powerful
how did it break, root boy?
spell of Yig smash. And it wasn't me at all.
Ruling is different than breaking, says Lokrik, and he seems annoyed at this.
Breaking's easy. Putting stuff back together, nah, it's difficult.
No, you just will make hold. That's alright. Okay. I will attempt to leave those cursed items. Lokrik, show me where they are. And I will spend time to try to remove the curse of myself for that axe. As long as it takes. I can't be going around anywhere.
Okay. So Ukher,
Alright.
it's about time for you to go into your little chamber. And then Lokrik and
Ukher's going to take what's left of the bottle with him.
Lokrik orders for a particular living set of living quarters that includes perhaps one of his rivals' living quarters to be evacuated.
A little halfling in there.
Yeah, and they stick Lemmy in there and basically close a bunch of doors and sequester you by yourself. Lokrik says he'll check on you in the morning.
So Lemmy's gonna spend all day in spells.
Night.
Okay.
Lemmy's gonna spend all day in spells trying to. Actually, can I before doing that drop off the gem and the wand at the cursed items place for the cursed items?
Sure. Your gem of seeing and your wand of healing.
I don't want to know. Just leave him there.
Okay, so you go to the place and you drop off the gem. You put it down. This is in the same place where the strange closet where the vampire lived and the apparatus and that sort of thing are. So you go in and you drop it there. Ukher actually walks with Altagar to this place, and it's very close to where Ukher stays. So
For the changeling.
yeah.
And the wand.
Yep, you put
the gem and the wand.
You throw the wand down.
I want to try to drop the axe.
Okay, give me d20.
Nope.
Okay, you stick the axe away.
Fucking sakes.
If we rip his arm off while he holds the axe...
I'll bite the axe and start hacking at you with it.
That's not helping. Get in your room.
Yeah. And don't be one of them unruly prisoners.
Made you run. Ukher goes into the prison cell.
Like,
6, 5.
make sure you do your exercises so you're tired. This says Loker.
19.
Is there a dog eating a bottle somewhere?
Yes, there is. I'm sorry.
But it's not
Okay,
my house.
alright.
Normally it's my house.
It's loud in my ear.
19, so 6, 11, 19.
So Ukher doesn't change.
Nope. Is Lokrik able to identify the bottle? But actually, he'll leave the his breath bottle in his haversack unless somebody's going through his stuff.
Okay.
I will hunt. If anybody steals it, I will hunt them to the ends of the earth and see what you could do with strength checks to make body parts go into the wrong spot. Because just as a heads up,
19.
the ends of the plains. I went through hell for this bottle.
I can do 13 times 19, remove curses.
I'm not sure what you mean by times 19.
I can do 19 times... I can cast remove curse 19 times every time I rest.
Every day he can cast.
And I can do 13 rests a day.
Okay.
Right.
So you need to make a caster level check to rid yourself of the axe.
Okay. Fucking axe. Fucking stupid Lemmy.
The DC is 30.
I'm cracking SR?
No, this is a caster level check.
Caster level.
Okay.
It's similar to cracking SR.
18.
You don't get to apply the feats.
Do you want me to just keep doing this?
It is if you have numbers of times of doing this, yes.
So 19. I can do this 19 times.
So 8.
2. 3.
You could group it up into smaller numbers.
We're doing it like this! Yeah, 20. 20, baby! 32.
Okay, and there's no material component for remove curse. So you cast it a bunch of times, and then finally you're like, you realize you put the axe down.
Oh,
You step away from the table.
From me. Yeah.
You feel no compulsion.
I summon something.
Okay.
A dog. I don't know. A dog.
You also notice that the wand fell out of your belt and kind of clinked to the ground.
Son of a. What about the gem?
The gem, you're kind of padding around for it. No, you left it behind.
Oh! The cast fly starts flying around. Woo!
So you cast a celebratory fly around the room.
Yeah, I create stone around the wand. I create stone around the axe.
Okay.
So, no more of you. No more of you. It looks for the axe on himself and the wand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Give me a dexterity check as you're trying to create stone around something that you're trying not to touch.
Wait, can't I just do it from a distance?
Is it a distance spell?
Wall of stone is.
Oh, okay.
Wall of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. All right. So you fill this poor nobleman's house full of big blocks of stone.
Oh, just
That just come out of the ground because I have to attach
Ukher.
somewhere.
Ukher needs to go and take care of that.
Do you want me to carry it?
Lemmy's gonna get some creatures, summoned creatures to push it around. It's fine.
All right.
And
so
the wand.
Lemmy-O removes curses. Return to Bergholm.
I can fight again! I have a character!
But if that means that the eye is not cursed, then it's a good item.
I'm not fucking with it. Lokrik didn't identify it. Lokrik! Can you tell me about this gem?
Lokrik checks on you. Are you doing all right in here, Lemmy?
I got rid of it, Lokrik! I'm free! Free, I tell you!
You're zooming around in the air.
Yeah.
Are these blocks to join the other wretched things that we store in Virgo?
That big one is the axe, and that smaller one is the staff, or the rod. Can you check on that stone again?
Wait, what does the
gem.
rod do?
The rod, wait, he looks on himself again to see if the rod's there.
Nope.
No? Alright. The rod let me, whenever I channeled, it increased the power or the effectiveness of it.
Okay, he...
Not
That
as
is
powerful.
a terrible curse. I can see why you would get rid of that.
I don't know. I don't know what its curse was.
Wait here. He goes and...
But I did try to drop it in the. I did try to drop it in your vault, and it was with me here. There's something about that thing.
My guards tell me that Ukher fared well last night. There were no noises of feral dogs.
Finally getting back together again.
He has one more night.
He killed a whale.
Well, it's not nice to say that about any lady.
No. A whale. Like, he ran up to it and bored into its skull with a hammer.
He was a
his
wolf.
Mouth.
He's a
Yeah.
wolf. Oh,
Yeah.
we give him a free pass for that. It happens.
No, but
You're
that ain't
supposed
right.
to keep him in check. Is what is you get a
I was on
you get a
Yig.
finger waggle from Lokrik.
I was carrying this axe. Oh
And
crap!
and because you got a finger waggle from Lokrik, Altagar looks at you and just goes, shakes his head. It's time. Do your job.
Next time I'm turning
The
you
first
into a
thing that
butterfly.
they do once
See how
they
you fight
bring
there.
you out of your hole, Ukher, is they get you to carry some not quite so heavy blocks that have the artifacts inside to bring them back.
His maximum weight he could do with a wall of stones, 10,000 pounds,
Yep.
easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Do we have a page that describes all these horrible things that you have in the
Virgome?
vaulted Virgome?
I don't think
of
so.
the unlucky thief.
The Volta, you should have done that.
Marty, does Lokrik look at the gem? I want him to tell me what is about that gem. The only thing I know about that gem, unless you do true seeing, that's it.
Interesting.
And I was able to drop it. So what its curse is?
I don't think he...
Doesn't he have legend lore? Do your thing.
No, I don't think we have a page for it, so I'm going to actually create a page called the Diverghome
Dverghome Omagerd.
Forbidden Vault.
Room of Bad.
And we'll put that near the top, and I'll fill that out later. We don't need to fill that out now. But the two things that you've just added to it is the old man's axe,
You mean 3 things?
the
3 things?
the wand of healing.
So far, it seemed like a pretty good thing to me.
When I wanted to drop it and it didn't
Indeed.
drop, that's a problem.
The Eye of True Seeing.
All that tells me is you'll never forget the wand at home.
Okay, so you're asking Lokrik to identify the Eye of True Seeing?
The eye. Right. So,
And if Ukher's there too, the Bard's bottle.
Sure. He goes to the eye first. This thing is pretty. Looking
Isn't
at
that
it.
thing usually like a gem?
Yep.
yeah.
And doesn't he normally keep a gem in his head?
Yeah, he's only got one eye, and he keeps like a smooth gem, and you can see the gears moving in Lokrik's.
Unfortunately, this item is only usable by dwarves.
Yes, I will have a look at this later, a little closer. But I do believe that it does what it is that you say it does. I don't see.
But-
I don't see the curse. He says.
Ukher feeds him a identify. Just
Okay. He goes over to the Baldur's bottle. It is a glass bottle with kind of bracing of gold, and there's this strange gold vapor that's coiling around in it. He casts Identify, and he just shakes his head. There's no way I'm going to be able to identify it with such paltry spells.
Yeah, Ukher puts it back in the haversack.
No,
All right, then.
I have legend lore.
Okay.
I would use a mythic point for it.
Legend lore is a 4th circle bard spell, which your bard king has. He burns 250 gold pieces worth of incense. He breaks out some pieces of ivory that he puts at the kind of cardinal locations around it. And the casting, because you have the item or thing on hand, only takes 1d4 times 10 minutes as opposed to weeks.
Yeah, it's a big time saving there.
Takes
Actually,
10 minutes. If you only have detailed information, it takes 1d10 days. And if you know only rumors, it's 2d6 weeks.
Hey, why don't you legend lore the gem, damn it?
We're going to see Ozzy again. Our Ozzy, is what he says. Is the first thing he says. He wrote a bunch of things down in Dwarven, kind of when he was in a state sort of chanting around it. But he stopped, and we need something of Ozzy. We need a piece of him.
Lemmy-O pulls out some hair. This was from Ozzy before he turned.
I think it dead Ezzy, right?
There are some things... There is a bit of danger about this bottle. In order for us to breathe life into Ozzy, the life must come from our lungs. The vapor must be breathed in and held in within a living being for as many minutes as 2 creatures have done battle as they wrestled in days.
Wasn't that number 9?
Uh,
I can't remember.
it is the story of the Leviathan. They were battling for, was it 6 days, 6 nights? 9 days, 9 nights, 10 days, 10 nights.
What is the cost of that creature that holds it?
This breath collects itself until it's ready. It is the dying breath of a god.
So we need to hold our breath for a very long time.
Yeah, I can hold my breath for 6 nights.
No, minutes.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can hold my breath for 6 nights, so 6 minutes is not a problem.
Those that breathe the breath and hold it within them can never do it again for the second time. It would claim their life.
But this bottle only lets you do it once every...
Century.
Elf, dragon, hero. These things can live for a long time.
It will bring Azildan back. I saw that this bottle could bring Baldur back. And Baldur's a god. No offense to Zildan, but the divine condition is much more,
difficult.
yes, complex than us mere mortals.
Could it bring Oberon in another century?
Could you remind us of the tale of the Pale Leviathan for how many days and nights they fought? Was it 6 or was it 9?
I did not tell you the story of the Pale Leviathan.
I know.
You did.
I was
You
told
told
the
us.
story by Inger Bodke.
Why do you keep
Your
saying
Highness, you
that?
tell stories so good, we prefer to hear them from
You went on a quest for her?
No, I went on the quest for Ezzy.
Yeah, look at. There was a flash of
I
anger.
thought we should have just beat it out of her, but you know.
You can't. It's not in her condition. Very.
What's with her? If she's injured, we should take advantage.
The one that holds the breath should know. Or will know. How can you hold your breath for 6 days? That's impossible. That's Lokrik.
No, it's not.
With spells, you could do that.
We tried that before with Trud. He breathes through a butthole.
If I turn into an elemental, I don't need to breathe, and I can be able to do it.
Need lung.
Is this a psychic ability that you...
You're right.
I don't need to breathe. I can inhale it and just hold it there.
I can hold my breath for 6 minutes.
Lemmy puts his hand in his face. He's not breathing right now. And no, he's still not breathing. He might be telling the truth.
He's holding his breath.
Puts his hand down. Puts it back up quickly.
I challenge any of you here to hold their breath as long as me. We'll go to the lake, take a swim.
I tried. He cheated.
I did not cheat.
All right, if...
It is something to do with your monk abilities, isn't it? They taught you something, these Heimdallians.
It's mind over the matter. Same thing with the eating. I don't want to eat. Same thing with the poison now. I don't get poisoned.
But you're not... Your weight is fine. I told you this before, Altagar.
More cushion.
Are you going for that axe? And he raises his hand like he's gonna backhand you.
So we should do this now. If to have a Zildjian sitting beside us. Soon.
I can... It is 6 minutes or 9 minutes.
I don't know how long I'd be able to hold my breath.
Ukher, can I raging hold my breath for the increased con?
I can just give you bare strength.
I just can't rage. Actually, no, I can't because I can't rage for that. Like, I don't have enough rounds of rage.
No.
I can only rage for 3 minutes.
Bull's endurance.
Bull's.
Bear strength.
I don't want Bull's endurance. I don't know what that's gonna do. Ukher, so
just lie down in a field. You charge once and then I get really tired.
Ukher can do this. I think Ukher wants to do this. Ukher doesn't want to cheat with somebody who doesn't breathe. Ukher wants to bring Azzy back. This is
what happens if he's not able to hold it for the time?
I can hold it for the time.
It must be held inside the lungs of a living thing.
I'm not going to be around in a century. He might be.
No,
I
I
can
wouldn't
do it.
I wouldn't be too sure about it.
I'd be pretty sure I'm not here in a century.
All right, fuck it, go ahead. Better not screw it up though.
Everybody
you
gave
and
Oracle
Ozzy.
something.
Need you and Ozzy.
Okay, where are you performing this ceremony?
Bathroom.
Not in the dragon's room. You guys were talking about this where you kind of in the back chambers.
Let's do this in
One of the holy places. Let's go to the let's go back to the there's within Lower Dvergholm there's shrines that would have like multiple gods.
Is there one to Meliki somewhere
Right.
around this place?
You would have to go to the land of the Lakelanders to find a shrine to Meliki.
What about that grove beside Sailor Wormbine?
Inside of Sailor Wormbine, or
outside Sailor Wormbine. There was a grove. There was a grove with the guy who would trade.
oh yeah,
So Mikey's there.
Zybor's Grove. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is holy ground to druids, I think.
No, then we should go there.
All right. We can't. I can't take. So, 1, 2, 3. We'll have to turn because of Altagar. We'll have to turn into something and then go over there. You're all ready?
Blaming me for being big? It's my fault.
This is the second, Marty. This is the second day, right?
Ukr's like
You broke your curses this morning.
So I have mythic points and wild shapes.
well, you're probably going to want to spend a mythic point and spend an hour to prepare something that's not just curse break.
Yeah. No, exactly. So there's 1 point used, and let's
Ukher will use that time to prepare a con mutagen. Instead of being strength dex, it's now going to be con strength.
Okay,
Oh.
so you teleport to Zybor's Grove after using a wild shape to turn yourself into
wild
something
shape?
small.
and then a teleport.
You teleport to Zybor's Grove, give me a percentile.
Okay.
Zybor is there. He has
81.
He's excited because for some reason he was able to capture a horse that is the same type that not Tensender, but what was the next one? Tordephalon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He captured an 8-legged warhorse.
Cool.
And
Very cool.
remember, he wouldn't train horses before, but apparently he's making an exception for this one.
It's not ready yet, but I'm sure I can. But I'm sure. Give me a year; it'll be old enough.
Altagar's looking at it. I wonder if I could trip that thing.
Yeah, he's heard of Zildan's death. And
Okay.
do you tell him what you're doing in his shrine, or...
Yeah.
Going to bring him back.
Zybor is a old half-elf druid who dwells in a cave and a grove that was once used by Xanthar the Beast Lord, who trained beasts here, and basically he follows the same. So Zybor is a Lakelander. I would. It is an honor to play a small part in the resurrection of Azildan. May Meliki embrace him in his return to life and light.
Yeah, I hope this works.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are at kind of a clearing in front of the cave. There are all sorts of like dogs and little forest critters that are wandering around camp.
All right. Ukher is going to drink a.
Do you want some help? Water breathing? Anything like that?
No. This is.
If you give me the thumbs up, you're gonna get water breathing. Okay, all right?
There's no water.
Your pride is interesting to me, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to wait 100 years.
There's no water.
Well, something. The hell can I give you?
Ukher's going to drink a endurance mutagen, which bumps his con up to a 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to cast Bear's Endurance, sorry. He's going to drink a Bear's Endurance. We're all derping it up here. That brings it up to a 24. He's going to use a Display of Con, which brings it up to a 44. And
A 44 con?
it's a 44 effective con for this.
But
and
it's
then
only for one wrap, for one...
No, it's you can do it for a number of. It's just like the strength one, a number of hours equal to for then a list of things. And Marty said
really?
holding your breath was okay for that.
Oh.
So
Okay, so you have 88 effective rounds of quiet holding breath, which is 8
Right.
minutes and a bit.
8.5 minutes. So and then there's checks that happen. If it's 9 minutes, I'm going to have to make 6 rounds of checks. I don't remember if it's 6 or 9.